Okay, so let's go through the vocabulary for Lesson 8. And what Lesson 8 is giving you primarily are verbs. One of the things that you need to learn straight away, and we've talked about this a little bit, is the fact that when you're learning the verbs, the lexical form, or the form that you're going to look up in the dictionary, is the third person masculine singular. So who done it? He done it in this case. In other words, you are going to be learning the form of he did whatever. So here, ahav is he loved. Okay, and it's in the perfect. And in Hebrew, the perfect is completed action, and we'll talk about that when we really get to verbs. But right now, what we're doing is we're learning verbs essentially so we can better understand participle forms. And the reason for that is that participles act very much like adjectives. So you'll notice that there's a kind of brief explanation given to you about verbs and all the different patterns of verbs and the stems, as they're called, right? Verbal patterns, kal, nifal. But then immediately, boom, you're sort of jettisoned into the world of participles, and especially the kal, which is the very basic verb pattern. So you have here ahav, but the participle for ahav in the masculine singular is going to be ohev. All right, so know that just because you've learned ahav as the kind of the root or the lexical form, you don't have the whole shebang. There's going to be many other words that are going to be formed off of this, other constructions of the verb. Okay, so in fact, I wouldn't even suggest that you learn it as to love, because this does not mean to love. This means he loved. Okay, so what I'm saying is I don't agree with the textbook, and learn it as he loved, but just know that that's the lexical form, or the way that you're going to find it in the dictionary. Okay, we have next up here ahava. Ahava is the noun, love. Achal is he ate. All right, and then we have the ochel, which is food, and so is ochla. Amar is he said, or he spoke. Bo, in this case, actually is to come. Ba would be he came. Bana is to build. Bana. Gala, right? Gala is an interesting one. It can be to reveal or uncover, as well as to go into exile, and there are some interesting word plays because of that. Halach is to walk or to go. Yada is to know, so there we have a connection to our little green Jedi warrior friend Yoda, because Yoda's name is actually the participle form of sorts, Yodea, which is the knowing one. Okay, Yalad to bear or beget. From this we get the thing that is begotten, which is a boy child, right? Yaled. And we have Yatsa, to go out, or he went out, or he went forth. Yarad is he descended, or he went down, from which we get the word Yarden, which is the Jordan River, because it descends or goes down. Yashav, Yashav is dwell or sit, remain. It can also be to reside. Okay. Yashav. Katav, this is he wrote or he recorded, and we get from this lots of different words, but one of them is ketuvim, which is the third section of the Hebrew Bible, the things that are written. Okay, and that's actually the past participle. not past participle. It's the passive participle. Matzah is he found, and then we have wait, did I skip one? No, matzah. Mate. Mate is a branch or a tribe or staff. Matot. And there's nata. So nata is to stretch out or extend or incline. It has some other meanings as well. Natan, to give, right? He gave, I should say. He gave, he delivered. Avar, he or it crossed over, passed over. Transgressed can be like you've crossed over a boundary that you shouldn't have. And then avar ba is to pass through something. Amad, to stand, or he stood, he persisted. There's a lot of idioms with amad. Kara is he called or he proclaimed. Kara la is to call to, right? Summon so and so, or invite them. Ra'a is he saw. And from this we get the noun mar'e. You can see there's the sort of abstracting noun that makes for abstract nouns. Sight, appearance, maybe even vision. Sha'al, from which we get Sha'ul, Saul. Sha'al, he asked or he inquired. Shama, Shama Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, right? So Shama is he heard, he listened, he obeyed. Shama ba is used with the preposition ba is really obey. Shama ba kol Adonai. And then they don't have it here, I don't think, or I just missed it. You see, this is why you don't trust the vocab cards. Shamar is your last one on page 86.